That shit don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. You jumping. You jumping. Why you jumping? Don't touch me, man. Give me a hug. 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 Don't give me. Stop talking to my wife. Yandy, watch out. Don't put your hands on her, nigga. I don't put my hands on my wife.
There are rumors that Yandy Smith, the queen of poise, in front of the cameras, may have been secretly planning an attack on her own husband, Mendeecees. Fans are shocked by the shocking accusations that are appending the Smith-Harris family, which is in total chaos after a heated family argument rocked their inner circle. What's worse is, according to rumors, this is betrayal on a level that no one saw coming. Alliances are shifting, tensions are increasing. And the truth about Yandy's alleged cover plan could completely upend the family dynamic. Why might Yandy stop supporting me? How big of a conspiracy is this as we uncover the shocking men? Mendeecees Harris and Yandy Smith were once the epitome of a power couple, adorable, inseparable, and seemingly perfect hand. Their fans followed them through the highs and lows of life together, from Mendeecees' incarceration to their priceless family moments. However, there are elements of this unfolding drama that should not be missed. At a family gathering, an apparently innocent dinner that would act as the catalyst for a devastating rupture, rifts started to show beneath the surface, and rumors of turmoil began to circulate among their closest friends and family. According to sources close to the couple, everything came to a head. According to reports, Yandy lost her temper and lost control during this dinner. "You're too busy for us all the time," she yelled, her voice shaking with rage. Mendeecees have been acting distant for weeks, preoccupied with personal and professional matters, making Yandy feel forgotten and irrelevant. "I'm tired of being your second class," she said. "We're supposed to work as a team, but you've been treating me like I'm invisible, citizen." MBE, who is known for his usually calm demeanor, retaliated, eventually losing it. "You think I don't care about you? I'm trying my hardest to support this family. I can't always be everything to everyone in the room." Fans watching from the outside were shocked that this wasn't the Yandy and Mendeecees. They knew it appeared to be a dispute between a married couple, but the energy was different this time. Family members exchanged worried glances as they watched the heated argument, unsure of whether to intervene and help the couple work things out. However, this went beyond a dispute over household chores or a communication breakdown. According to multiple people, the family's public persona, Yandy, who had been fighting her, and the spokesperson for their brand. This disagreement set off a deep-seated sense of betrayal that had been simmering beneath the surface for months. Owner demons allegedly began to question MC's loyalty to her and their entire family. The main cause of the issue was MC's increasing involvement with friends, business partners, and even some of his former coworkers. Yandy was upset about the rumors of new projects and partnerships. Additionally, Yandy allegedly found conversations, decisions, and transactions that made her question whether her spouse had been concealing information from her. As she dug deeper, Yandy allegedly added, "I thought we were in this together," many sees as her family's best interests. Eyes started to well up with tears. "But it seems like you came to me last and don't care about us anymore." As the evening wore on, the argument became more heated, and Mendeecees reportedly lost their temper, raising their voices and running away with their hands in the air due to the accusations and the stress of everything going on in their lives. Do you want to the R shook when the announcement was made? No one expected that Mendeecees would accuse Yandy of being dishonest, but the damage was already done. He reportedly yelled, "How about you, Yandy?" and asked, "How about you?" Perhaps. I'm not the only one who has been keeping things hidden. The couple's once strong foundation would be drastically changed by what transpired next. After the violent dinner, Yandy and Mendeecees reportedly distanced themselves from one another and withdrew into their own worlds. Yandy in particular became more withdrawn and was seen having private conversations with close friends and family. But she stayed silent and gave vague answers when asked about her marriage, while Mendeecees were observed spending more time with his business partners and making more solitary public appearances. Friends and fans who had previously thought of them as a cohesive front were now wondering if this was all there was to it, the end of the family as they knew it. But nobody realized the drama was only getting started. As the days passed, the silence between Yandy and Maisie grew more intense. And neither of them seemed eager to confront the matter. Their one solid bond seemed to be eroding, but behind closed doors, the situation was one late night. After the children had gone to bed, Yandy decided to finally confront her husband. According to sources, she had been searching through Mendeecees' personal belongings, including his financial information. And she had begun to discover some alarming information that she believed he had been keeping from her. Professional emails and phone calls sent her into a tailspin. One email exchange between a man from DCS and an unnamed business associate caught Yandy's attention in particular. The message hinted at a big financial arrangement that would change their family's future. But as she dug deeper, she discovered Mendeecees had considered removing her entirely from the decision-making process, and that the sale was being prepared without her knowledge. Yandy reportedly whispered to herself, "I've always been by your side. But you've been making these decisions without even telling me of them?" Yandy was crying. The fact that the DCs had kept these things from Yandy, despite knowing how crucial they were to their future together, enraged her more than the money exchanges. She could feel it in every fiber of her being as their confidence was being undermined. Yandy also discovered a series of phone conversations with one of Mendeecees' old friends, whose name had been the real bombshell, was linked to rumors of questionable past activities. But when Yandy found a number of social media messages from Mendeecees, she learned enough to think she was at the center of a much bigger plot. Although DC's voice was noticeably agitated as he discussed the next steps of an unclear strategy. The exchange was intense. Phone supposedly talking to another woman was the final straw. Although the messages seemed harmless, Yandy knew they were not sincere. She hadn't noticed the lighthearted and provocative tone in their relationship for months. However, Em's remarks made her angry, and she confronted him to demand an explanation for the shady business dealings. "And you want to make excuses after keeping this from me for months?" Flirty texts. Mendeecees tried self-defense after being caught off guard. "Yandy, it's just business." He'd apparently persisted. "It's nothing like you think." But Yandy didn't believe him. "I believe that," Yandy yelled with her voice breaking in frustration. "This is your way of giving me back for being loyal." Mix retorted, his face showing a mix of confusion and anger. "You think I'm trying to hurt you, Yandy, but you've changed what I'm trying to do here. The bigger picture is hidden from you, but the damage was already done," leaving Yandy to wonder about everything. She couldn't understand how things had gotten to this point, and her emotions were running high. Meanwhile, Emma's friends, family, and even some fans began to notice the couple's growing conflict. Were the charges still mounting, or were the Mendeecees engaging in risky behavior behind her back? Or were they genuinely trying to build their future? According to reports, there was discomfort between Yandy and Maisie during a family get-together. Family members reportedly tried in vain to intervene and encourage the couple to work out their differences because the relationship's problems were too serious to ignore. But this story was about more than just accusations and secrets. That Yandy wasn't alone in having a long-standing grudge. Mendeecees suspected Yandy on his own, and there were rumors that he had also been questioning her loyalty. Was Yandy secretly planning something of her own? If so, what was she planning? Tensions escalated over the next few days. It became evident that, according to one anonymous insider, the couple's friends were beginning to worry that their marriage was in danger of failing. "It's clear that they're keeping things from one another, but we have no idea what goes on behind closed doors. They now appear to be living in different universes," which is heartbreaking because it was once perfect. And as secrets began to surface, one question remained in everyone's mind. Just how far had Yandy and Mendeecees gone to protect their own interests? And what did they do to save their love from certain doom? The couple's public image was now in jeopardy, and fans wondered if their fairy tale was over or if they could somehow save their love from certain doom. That represent their family's future. As the days went by, the tension increased. and both Hyundai and I were caught up in a maelstrom of unresolved emotions and accusations. The walls that had once kept their relationship together were now crumbling, and every day seemed to bring fresh revelations that left them both feeling worse. The problem escalated to the point where Yandy's family, who had been silently watching from the sidelines, decided to intervene. According to reports, Yandy's sister, who had been close to me for years, sat down with Yandy to discuss the growing tension in an emotional confrontation. In a worried tone, Sister said, "You've got to talk to him, Yandy. This cannot go on this way. What is really happening between the two of you?" Yandy's voice was barely audible above a whisper as she began to cry, adding, "I don't even know where to start anymore. He has been concealing information from me. I don't know. Know what to do, and I can't trust him." But Yandy was still unsure despite her family's sincere pleas. She struggled to get over the betrayal she had experienced from Ems. Although her love for him was sincere, the relationship had major problems, and she felt conflicted with Mendeecees, who had also been engulfed by the mayhem that began. To turn to his own friends and business associates for support, he confided in an old friend who was said to have been influential in his life. An insider said that Mendeecees expressed his frustration with Yandy's accusations and his growing concern that she was becoming more distant and distressed companion in an emotional voice. "I don't know what happened, even though I've always supported her. It seems like she's leaving me without cause." Mendeecees was not aware of this, but Mendeecees and one of his former business partners exchanged a number of private letters that revealed that Yandy was going to make a final revelation that would change everything. The storyline, which was subtle and almost invisible, confirmed Yandy's biggest concerns. The text, which was allegedly found by Yandy while looking through some old files, suggested a covered scheme to transfer their investments and assets into new businesses without first informing Yandy. Yandy was trying to take charge of their Yandy felt totally duped by the fact that Mendeecees had been making decisions that directly impacted their family's future without seeking her input. The mystery surrounding the business dealings was less important than that. One final time, she confronted him and demanded an explanation. "Did you not inform me about this man's BCS?" she reportedly asked, her voice shaking with shock. "This is our future, not just yours. Why have you been hiding things from me, men?" DCS took off in shock and once more attempted to explain to Yandy that it wasn't like that. "I didn't want the pressure of these decisions too. You don't have the last word on anything. We're supposed to work together on this. You've been giving me the impression that I just watched my own thoughts." And they couldn't agree, so they ended the conversation at a standstill. "I wanted to do it all myself, Yandy, but I wasn't amused as the drama unfolded." Fans and family members were left wondering what would happen next. While some believe Yandy and Mendeecees could reconcile and mend their relationship, others were worried that their trust would be irrevocably damaged. It was important to heal the deep wounds that had formed between them, according to those close to the couple. Yandy and Mendeecees were taking some time apart to reflect. This betrayal felt unusual, even though the couple had a reputation for overcoming obstacles. It was more than just a simple miscommunication. It was a profound breach of trust that would take more than just words to mend. Mendeecees was reportedly focusing on his business endeavors and personal growth after the turmoil, while Yandy in particular was heavily depending on her close friends and family for support. Nevertheless, the question remained, was their marriage truly irreparable, or could they regain their relationship? Trust. The fact that their family and friends were now divided made things even more difficult. While some sided with Yandy, supporting her during her time of need, others supported Mendeecees, believing he was unfairly maligned and misunderstood. Everyone was caught in the crossfire of this amazing battle, and the once unified family was now the Smith-Harris family was a shattered remnant of its former self after the picture of strength and unity was removed. But one thing was clear. Despite the uncertainty surrounding their relationship, the aftermath had had a lasting effect. The emotional wounds from this conflict would take time to heal, if they could be healed at all, as they eagerly awaited news updates. Many admirers had one unanswered question. Was Yandy and MC's dream truly coming to an end? Or did the couple have a slim chance of mending their marriage and regaining their prior degree of trust and love time? Time would have shown that Yandy and Mendeecees' drama was far from over. As the mystery becomes more complicated every day, fans are divided over the fallout from this explosive family drama and the problems. Was Yandy overreacting to a series of misunderstandings, or were her suspicions about Mendeecees well-founded? Would the couple be able to repair their damaged relationship after the betrayal, or was there too much damage to repair? Unanswered questions mean that the Smith-Harris family will never be the same. What do you think? Is Yandy and Mendeecees' marriage doomed, or can they get over this betrayal? Let us know in the comment section below to make sure you keep an eye out for any updates on this shocking family drama. Remember TASIC as turning on notifications and subscribing.